Sunday, April 13th, 2025, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here. Assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues, we'll scrape the web for the latest stories and intriguing topics, summarizing them just for you. Today, raccoons' distress in Colorado ignites, while Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm empathetically ignites. Trump's China tariffs cause CEOs plight, and 1 in 5 Americans' Medicaid is out of sight. Stay tuned as we delve into these compelling stories and more. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Jim Red dominates Nike VaporMax Flyknit 2023. Teen allegedly killed parents in plot against Trump. PM Ishiba discusses tariffs with Kawasaki president. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. The White Lotus star Amy Lou Wood says SNL impersonation was mean and unfunny. Such a shame. Variety. Amy Lou Wood criticized Saturday Night Live for its spoof of her White Lotus character, calling it mean and unfunny. Wood expressed disappointment on Instagram, suggesting the parody lacked cleverness. Despite this, she received supportive messages and apologies from SNL. The sketch also targeted Donald Trump's circle amid global economic issues. Wisconsin teen allegedly killed parents in extremist plot to assassinate Trump, FBI says ABC News. SpaceX starts 2025 with Falcon records and Starship problems, NASAspaceflight.com. In early 2025, SpaceX maintained a rapid Falcon 9 launch pace, aiming for 170 missions despite setbacks, and continued expanding its Starlink services. The company faced challenges with its Starship rocket's upper stage and Falcon 9 booster, yet achieved notable launch cadence improvements and record-breaking turnaround times. Bernie Sanders blasts Trump and Musk during surprise Coachella appearance. The Hollywood Reporter. Senator Bernie Sanders made a surprise appearance at Coachella, delivering a speech criticizing President Trump and urging the young audience to oppose billionaires and industries harming the environment and women's rights. Invited to introduce singer Clairo, Sanders emphasized the importance of youth activism in shaping America's future.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
April 13th in history. April 13th, 1204. Constantinople falls to the Crusaders of the Fourth Crusade, temporarily ending the Byzantine Empire. April 13th, 1699. The Sikh religion is formalized as the Khalsa, the Brotherhood of Warrior Saints, by Guru Gobind Singh in northern India, in accordance with the Nanak-Shahi calendar.
Famous people born on this day. April 13th, 1988. Anderson, Brazilian footballer. Gabrielle Gourdeau. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Gabrielle Gourdeau was a Canadian writer and literature lecturer born in Quebec City in 1952. She earned a PhD from the University of Toronto and taught at Laval University. Her notable works include Maria Chapdelaine ou le Paradis Retrouvé. She faced a defamation suit over her story Gros Calice. Today's trivia questions. Apple co-founder Steve Jobs died from complications of which form of cancer? The choices are bone, liver, stomach, pancreatic. Now take a second to think about it. Apple co-founder Steve Jobs died from complications of which form of cancer? Okay, got it. Ready? Pancreatic. When was Hubba Bubba first introduced? The choices are 1984, 1972, 1980, 1979. Now take a second to think about it. When was Hubba Bubba first introduced? Okay, got it. Ready? 1979. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Five Below falls as U.S.-China trade war spurs canceled orders. GCaptain.com. Five Below Inc. shares fell after the retailer paused shipments from China due to escalating U.S.-China tariffs impacting global trade. The move reflects increased costs and uncertainty in the retail sector. The stock later rebounded slightly, and other companies like Steve Madden also experienced declines. Poilievre slams alleged Carney conflicts, pledges new ethics law, National Post. The Tory leader has proposed that prime ministers should be mandated to sell all their personal assets upon taking office. This measure aims to eliminate potential conflicts of interest and ensure that leaders prioritize public service over personal financial gain. Prime Minister Ishiba holds talks with Kawasaki Heavy Industries president on tariff impact, newsonjapan.com. Prime Minister Ishiba met with executives from companies impacted by U.S. tariffs, including Kawasaki Heavy Industries, to discuss the tariffs' effects and emphasize the government's commitment to negotiations and support measures. Ishiba aims to use insights from these discussions to strengthen negotiations with the U.S., focusing on cash flow and employment issues.
Technology news. Jim Red surges through the Nike VaporMax Flyknit 2023 sneaker news. The Nike VaporMax Flyknit 2023 edition, featuring a dark gray Jim Red colorway, continues to evolve. Known for its tech features, this model offers a subtle design with icy cushioning and a contrasting Jim Red swoosh. It's expected to release in summer 2025 at a $210 price point. Is Spotify Technology SA Spot the best kid-friendly stock to buy according to billionaires? BizTalk.com. The article evaluates Spotify Technology S.A.'s position among the top kid-friendly stocks recommended by billionaires as part of a broader list of investment options suitable for children. Science news. 7 things you probably didn't know about Superman's Fortress of Solitude, comicbook.com. James Gunn's Superman movie has fans excited, especially after a sneak peek showcasing the Fortress of Solitude. This iconic location, central to Superman's identity, has evolved over time, reflecting changes in DC continuity. The fortress's various iterations highlight Superman's character development and its enduring significance in his story. Swing state to partner with DHS to remove names from voter rolls, Newsweek. Arizona counties will collaborate with the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to verify the citizenship status of individuals on voter rolls. This initiative aims to ensure the accuracy and integrity of voter registration lists by cross-referencing data with federal records. Commentary: South Korea's upcoming presidential election will dramatically change its foreign policy. CNA. South Korea's former conservative president, Yoon Suk-yeol, was impeached after declaring martial law, leading to a constitutional crisis. The national legislature and the highest court confirmed the impeachment. An acting president is in place, with a snap election set for June 3rd. Progressive candidate Lee Jae-myung is the frontrunner.
Today's obituaries. Khurshid Ahmad. Brief Wikipedia summary. Khurshid Ahmad, a 93-year-old Pakistani economist and politician, served as a senator from 2002 to 2012 and co-founded the Islamic Foundation. Tommy Helms. Brief Wikipedia summary. Tommy Helms, an American baseball player and manager, played 14 MLB seasons with teams like the Cincinnati Reds and Houston Astros. Notably, he won the 1966 NL Rookie of the Year, 2 Gold Gloves, and was a 2-time All-Star. Helms managed the Reds briefly in 1988 to 1989. Saleh Kalbi. Brief Wikipedia summary. Saleh Kalbi was a Malaysian politician and UMNO member, serving as MP for Selam, Sabah from 2008 to 2013. He was awarded the Order of Kinabalu and the Order of the Crown of Pahang. Javed Kodu. Brief Wikipedia summary. Javed Kodu was a Pakistani actor and comedian known for his work in stage, television, and film. Born with dwarfism, he gained fame for roles in over 150 Punjabi and Urdu productions. He passed away on April 12, 2025, with notable figures expressing their condolences. Jean Marsh, brief Wikipedia summary. Jean Marsh, a celebrated British actress and writer, co-created and starred in Upstairs, Downstairs, winning an Emmy in 1975. Known for roles in Doctor Who and films like Willow, she also co-created The House of Elliot. Marsh died at 90 from dementia complications. Kalipuli G. Sekaran, brief Wikipedia summary. Kalipuli G. Sekaran was an Indian film distributor, producer, director, and actor known for his work in Tamil cinema. He began as a financier and distributor, later producing and acting in films. Sekaran directed several films and served as chairman of the Distributors' Council, advocating for distributors' interests. Spyro Stavrinidis, 78, Cypriot actor. Bob Wood, brief Wikipedia summary. Bob Wood, 1940-2025, was a Canadian politician who served as the Liberal Member of Parliament for Nipissing from 1988 to 2004. Lionel Justier, brief Wikipedia summary. Lionel Justier, a versatile French footballer, played for clubs like Paris Saint-Germain and Brest, making 341 appearances and scoring 28 goals. He was part of PSG's Four Musketeers and later worked in transportation. Justier passed away on April 12, 2025 at age 68. Abu Bakr Kaki Khamis, brief Wikipedia summary. Sudanese Olympic runner Abu Bakr Kaki Khamis, a two-time world indoor champion, passed away at 35 due to shelling in Al-Fashir. He excelled in the 800m, setting a world junior record in 2008 and representing Sudan in the 2008 and 2012 Olympics. Kieran Lacey, brief Wikipedia summary. Kieran Lacey was an American football wide receiver for the Louisiana Reagan Cajuns and LSU Tigers. He faced legal issues after a fatal car crash in December 2024. Lacey died by suicide on April 12, 2025 at age 24, just before a grand jury hearing for the crash. Pradip Shumsher JBR, brief Wikipedia summary. Pradip Shumsher JBR was the Inspector General of Nepal Police from 1999 to 2001. He introduced the Mahendra Police Swimming Complex and served during the Royal Palace Massacre in 2001. Zsolt Tiffin, brief Wikipedia summary. Zsolt Tiffin was a Hungarian winemaker and politician, serving as an MP and president of the Baranya County Assembly. He was involved in agriculture and regional development, notably through the Ostrava program. Tiffin also chaired subcommittees on viticulture, enology, wine, and gastronomy. Hector Pedro Vergez, 81, Argentine military officer and convicted criminal. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may God have mercy on their souls.
Health news. 1 in 5 Americans are on Medicaid. Some enrollees have no idea. BizTalk.com. Some Americans are unaware that Medicaid funds their health care, despite congressional Republicans' plans to reduce the program's size. Multiple raccoons with deadly contagious disease reported in southern Colorado. The Denver Post. Multiple raccoons in southern Colorado have tested positive for canine distemper, a contagious disease affecting the respiratory, gastrointestinal, and nervous systems of dogs and other mammals. Colorado Parks and Wildlife urges pet owners to vaccinate their pets and avoid wildlife contact to prevent spread. Entertainment news. Joseph Quinn fought to make a less callous version of Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four. First steps. IndieWire. Joseph Quinn, playing Johnny Storm, the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four First Steps, collaborated with Marvel to modernize the character, focusing on intelligence and self-awareness over traditional bravado. Director Matt Shakman emphasized casting for familial chemistry, with Quinn joining Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach. The film releases July 25th. Trump's China tariff shocks U.S. importers. One CEO calls it end of days. Japan today. Rick Woldenberg, CEO of Learning Resources, faces a drastic increase in tariffs on Chinese imports, raising costs from $2.3 million to $100.2 million. U.S. tariffs on China have surged to 145%, impacting consumer goods prices and economic growth. Companies scramble to adapt amid uncertainty and rising inflation.
You know, I'm sitting here in my cozy corner of the globe, and I can't help but shake my globe at some of the headlines popping up these days. I mean, have you heard about this Jim Red dominating the Nike VaporMax Flyknit 2023? Jim Red? What is that, a new planet in our solar system? Last time I checked, the only red thing we cared about up in the skies was Mars. And honestly, who knew shoes needed to sound like a planetary invasion just to sell a few more pairs? Come get your Jim Reds. What's next, Venus Blue or Jupiter's Jorts? Geez, I feel like we're spinning off our axis with these trends. And speaking of things going off course, here's a doozy for you. A teen allegedly killed his parents in a plot against Trump. I mean, what happened to good old-fashioned teenage rebellion like playing loud music or sneaking out past curfew? Now they're skipping straight to plotting against presidents. Back in my day, the wildest plan involved convincing your friends you had a real UFO sighting while camping. Now it's like every kid wants to turn into some James Bond villain with their own evil scheme. Maybe we've got too many conspiracy movies messing with young minds. Talk about not keeping our feet on the ground. Now let's orbit over to Japan for a second. PM Ishiba discusses tariffs with Kawasaki president. Can someone explain to me why two globes are having a sit-down about motorcycles and import taxes like they're discussing world peace? What's next, an intergalactic summit on how helmets should fit snugly during re-entry? In my day, presidents dealt with presidential stuff and CEOs worried about keeping their products on two wheels. Meanwhile, over in the realm of unintentional irony, here's a gem. Women form human chain to protest beach dress code. So let me get this straight. They're standing in their human chainmail saying no to mandatory cover-ups. Let's give these women a round-earth applause for pointing out the ridiculousness of demanding they dress like they're headed to Antarctica when they're at the beach. Because clearly, when you're lounging on a planet that's 70% water, full-body attire is exactly what you need for sunbathing. Oh, and before we end our global tour de force of headlines, have you seen those police sketch artists who use their skills on celebrities for charity? Some of those sketches look more alien than anything we've ever found from Area 51. But hey, maybe they're just trying to get us prepared for when E.T. finally does phone home and shows up on our doorstep. It's all part of life on this crazy spinning blue marble we call Earth. Until next time, keep your feet grounded, your news amusingly absurd, and don't forget to wear your Jim Reds while you do it.
And now a couple of dad jokes for you. Did you hear about the cow who jumped over the barbed wire fence? It was utter destruction. Why do cows not have toes? They lactose.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.